your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 4, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too. Or just give me a clue. Give me a clue. We're just children. We're just children. Children, children. One, two, three, put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 4, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too. Or just give me a clue. Give me a clue. We're just children. We're just children. Children, children. 1, 2, 3, you put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 5, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too. Or just give me a clue. Give me a clue. We're just children. We're just children. Children, children. One, two, three, you put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 5, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell
Hello, it is I, and welcome to the SLR Tier 2 race here at Suzuka, Japan. It's the Japanese Grand Prix, and joined alongside me today is, of course, Snacks.
Hello guys, it is also me, and we're in Japan today.
Yes, Snacks is correct.
Yeah,
We're at the
we
twisty.
should mention that a few more times.
We're at the
I think
twisty
we should
track.
mention that.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
it twists a lot
resolution.
in that race. Oh,
Bro, I did the thing of fix my resolution, and you know what it did? It messed it up more.
oh.
Bro, I'm actually like
Well-
so cool.
Anyway, here, Sector 1 in Suzuka, you've got the S's. It's very hard to keep it on the inside of that track all the time without hitting the inside curbs too hard, because you're gonna spin out. Then second sector, you've got the hairpin, which is a bit hard to get right, and then I think they're
Bro,
called
what is my
spoon.
game doing? My game is on a roll.
Right, so we're
Oh,
just fixing
that's
technical
why.
issues right now. We're gonna get those all finished by the time the qualifying really gets underway. But here we have Crystals first out on track. Our
Bruh.
rapid Italian invalidating his outlap, but oh, and he's making a bit of a mistake on the entry to his hot lap as well.
Oh.
I don't think he's gonna get a good lap there, but yeah, we'll see.
How dare you diss Crystals like that? Crystals is actually my best friend, and I can't believe you
All right,
insist.
yeah, all right. He's very fast, and he's gonna manage to do it. He'll set pole. Just watch him. Well, he
Or-
will because he's first on track. But anyway, if you've got Wamsky right
Yeah, there
behind him
we
on
go.
mediums, there's a few guys on mediums. Currently Keyboard Magnussen just starting a lap. Daisy also on the mediums. So 3 of those guys trying the mediums here. I think you should probably take the softs here and try to get into the top 10 on those, because the soft medium works pretty well on this track. The mediums, they start losing some time, but then afterwards they kind of gain a second life if it's anything like the last year. So tires aren't too much of a concern.
Yeah, I agree to an extent. I just want to make sure that the audio is okay on the stream. The resolution's fixed, you can see everything now because I'm a genius and I'm really good at everything. So, I just want to know if the audio's good. As we watch the cast of 2S Nico go around the circuit, go around in the hairpin, second gear, and no shot shift him to 30, holds him because he touches the grass on the exit eye, is not going to be the optimal line. Audio's good. See? I have professional streamers, Nox.
Wonderful. I'm so proud of you. You've done it.
Thank you, Snox.
And also, your favorite Crystals is crossing the line with a 129.111, and Wamsky 1.5 seconds off, but he's on the mediums, of course. Crystals has the softs on.
The medium compound tire is only 6/10 of the pace from the softs, so Mumsy being a tier 3 driver, he obviously won't be up to the pace of these top tier 2 drivers like Crystals and Edge and Alexander and Azakin, and any other people that are top of tier 2. And Nico crosses the line, he goes second with a 30.4. Let's find another driver on a lap. Alexander, he's coming through the Degners extremely slowly, so he's not on a lap. Azakin went pole position provisionally anyway, with a 28.9 there. Desi on medium tyres goes with a 29.5. See, it's been a long time since I've commentated. I'm just going to get back in the swing of things, you know? You know? Iceman's starting a lap as well. And I would love it if F1, the Codemasters, wouldn't give me this really ugly camera. It'd be really nice.
We've got Alexander here, one of the fastest qualifying guys in this tier, invalidating his lap, so he's gonna have to try again.
Yep.
Something I actually found quite interesting. I've taken a bit of a look at the stats here. So Azaken, of course, leading the championship. Also, Aston Martin far out in front with Azaken and Alexander. But Azaken, being the leader of the championship, isn't actually that fast in qualifying on average. There's I think about six drivers. I think might be. Yeah, I think it's 6 drivers that are quicker in qualifying than him. So, yeah, will be interesting to watch. If he's got a good qualifying, then there's a very good chance he can just drive off into the distance.
See, that's just statistics. Like, there's nothing really important there. You know, what I've seen. And as a Mercedes spun, and that is a Desi at Spoon. He has looks to have not hit the wall and kept out of it. But we'll go back on board of who was it on board of? I think it was on board with Icewind. And he was he set a purple sector 1. It didn't look that great in the middle sector. Nico was sort of on the apex coming into speed. He backed off completely. He doesn't even want to finish the lap. It was that awful. He still says a 30.2 after like lifting. It's like, it's a bit of a sandbag here.
Interesting.
Tier 1 driver in Tier 2, of course. No, I'm joking. Please. Please don't ban me.
Yeah, he backed off a lot there, and he's still got a 30.2. So I think he can compete out in front.
It's a bit sus. Anyway, speaking of fast drivers, we got Alexander. He is coming through Spoon now, and the Aston Martin actually sent a lap. This one's valid at least so far. 5th gear, and it seems to have been a pretty decent corner. We'll see what the sector split is. It's an 11.9. Almost spoke too soon there, but I am a god and know what I'm saying. And he comes into the chicane. Thank you, Snacks. I'm so happy you agree with me.
Yeah,
you're like
always.
You're like my parrot. And
anyway, here's Alexander.
he goes on
pole,
provisional pole with a 28.6.
Yeah, 2.5 tenths off everybody else. So yeah, as I said, Alexander, one of those guys who are really good in qualifying. He messed up his first lap, but then on the second attempt he kind of easily gets pole here for now. It'll be interesting to see who can challenge him though. I still think Icewind's gonna get up there, and we got a few guys who haven't set a lap either.
Yeah, I think when Icewind stops sandbagging, we'll really see him up at the front there. Let's have a look and see if there's anyone else on the lap. Tipsy's on the lap. He's coming through the hairpin.
We've also got Joel who just started a lap. I'll take a bit of a look at him as well.
Okay, but just don't take too much of a look. He is underage. As Tipsy is coming through Spoon now, we'll see if he can accomplish anything fantastic. Joel is off, I believe.
Yeah, he's almost to the wall there. He just hit one of the inside curbs in the S's and just went off the track.
Well, that is the car and the Alpine behind him. That is not Crystal, surprisingly. It's Meepo, who spun right behind the Red Bull as well.
It's pretty good for him if he gets his spins out of the way early, so he might be able to do the full race.
Yep, as Tipsy does a 29.806 to put himself in P9. Crystals has actually just begun his lap. Alexander is on his in lap. So we'll have a look at Crystals. Crystals go around the track. He's running no line this race. We're gonna see if that affects him. He rides the curb. Coming through the first part of the S's, we'll see how he handles the rest of it. Staying far away from that curb, missing the apex maybe a bit, shifting down to fourth to get the turn and then back up into fifth. You can see the gravel train of where people have gone off and rejoined the circuit. As Crystals comes to the first sector split, we'll see what it is. He is up by a tenth and a bit, down to sixth. Really attacking the first segment, maybe a bit too slow coming to the first segment, not really using all the track as he comes into the hairpin. He's going to go down into second gear, get the car turned in, a short shift back up in a third for the traction on the exit. Edge on the left-hand side there, moving out the way of the Alpine as he runs up in a Spoon under the Rolex sign. 54 seconds through this lap time. We'll see if he can find any more time as he comes to the long left-hander. Double apex. He goes try and get the best run you can coming onto the back straight. Up in the 7th gear now. The Alpine going pretty well in this lap. We'll see what the sector split is, how much he's up by or down by, as he is up by a tenth and a half, and that'd be enough to promote him up in the P3, maybe. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. You'll have to find a lot of time through this final chicane, braking as late as you can. Third gear, clip the apex, not as much as probably you would have wanted, as he runs up to the line now. In fourth gear, losing the rear a bit. DRS open now as he crosses the line. It's a 28.917 to put himself in P4.
Yeah, so quite good driving from him, considering he's turned off the line. I know how it feels. It's quite a concerning feeling to suddenly not have that red marker on the road telling you where to brake, and you have to find your own lines. So yeah, good. Oh, and Yoda goes up into second place. All right.
So Sir Yoda, obviously taking off to Sir Lewis Hamilton with that last name. So
I've got united. Absolutely, the Queen himself. The
Queen himself. That makes.
See, the thing is, here in Germany, we suddenly got a male chancellor, and that's like after 16 years of having Angela Merkel. So now he's the Chancellor Retz. I don't even know how to say it.
Didn't you have a male chancellor in 1930 as well?
I will refuse to comment on that.
Anyway, Korea's is out. Korea's. Oh, and Joel's out as well.
Oh, another one! Icewind!
What is happening?
Icewind was just on a hot lap. I saw him.
What? They're gone. They're invisible. They're literally invisible. Joel and Korea's are invisible. Icewind. Icewind is
definitely not invisible.
He just went through the floor. I don't know where Joel and Korea's are. They are just evaporated. As Azakin crosses the line now, and he goes P2, making it an Aston Martin 1-2 with a 28.712. A lot of twos there for the second Aston Martin. See another two. Never mind. Edge Edge. Okay.
Jesus.
Interesting lap there. 27.993
Right.
goes like 6/10 faster than everyone else. Okay. He has speed.
That was a good lap.
Really?
I think so.
I mean,
yeah, so 7/10 almost away from Alexander. That is quite impressive.
In an AlphaTauri as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check the stats on him real quick.
Yo,
he has been
oh, and
pretty- he has-
Adesi goes 28.398 and second.
So everybody's starting to put in those good laps. Yeah, it's a shame for Joel, Curious, and Icewind that they can't set another lap because I think those three guys are all pretty quick, and if the track's evolving, then that's really a shame for them if they can't set another lap. But I guess they will get the free tire choice if they're below 10th at the end of the qualifying session.
What's
So
the
that
track?
might be
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I just have one
Okay.
question. What is the
Oh,
track?
there's a tire on the track. Huh?
Oh, that'll be wait, where?
There's a tire on track at the end of the S's. You can.
Oh, yeah,
watch,
that'll be Ice's. That'll be Ice's tire.
Yeah, it's Icewind kind of just left his tire there. Interesting.
That's a bit like not very thoughtful. As
You know,
a
race control
Greek
makes
name
a
I'm
decision.
never going to be able to pronounce goes P3.
Samuchos. There's just a tire there. That's. Oh, I would not want to drive that track with a tire just sitting there. That looks dangerous.
Are you really concerned about everyone's safety?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's. I think that should be an instant red flag in a qualifying session like this.
Yeah, Desi has ran out of fuel on the back straight.
Yeah, so he's really pushing for those lap times, but well, it's working, as you can tell from his lap time. He's gone up to second, so
I do believe that
maybe-
is a 5-second penalty. You know,
yeah. Is it actually just 5 seconds then?
I have no idea. I know in one of the leagues I used to race in, you could actually get reported for running out of fuel.
That is impressive.
No, it wasn't. It was really annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I did not mean positively impressive. Anyway, we've got Alexander just getting ready to do a hot lap. He's warming up his tires a bit. But yeah, he's gonna be one of those guys to watch. As he goes through the last corner.
You want to take this lap? You want to take us to this lap?
Sure. I'll try. So he goes on the main straight. DRS activated. He's up into 8th gear, and he's going down this wonderful main straight, going full speed into the first corner and then braking into the second, trying to hit the apex there. Wonderful. Yeah, he's on the accelerator and going into the S's. Try to get as close to those apexes as possible without hitting those inside curbs because they're dangerous. Bit too far on the outside there, but yeah, it's looking wonderful now. He's getting on the accelerator nice and early, goes up into 6th, and he's driving through the tire that's laying on the track there. Wonderful, taking that inside curb as much as he can. Down into 3rd, accelerates out of here, goes towards the hairpin. Now here, this is a tricky braking zone because you have to do the right corner and then you have to go into the hairpin. Gotta be very careful not to lock up there, but he's done it wonderfully and he's onto this almost straight. You can go flat out here, but try to stay on the inside to gain as much time as possible. I still think this is called spoon. I'm not sure. I don't know the track names. Yeah, okay, wonderful. Goes through both of the spoons. Yeah, takes a lot of speed there onto the back straight. No DRS here, of course, because well, it would be quite dangerous to go through 130R with DRS. Still pretty high top speed here. Braking into the last chicane, taking that inside curb, sliding a bit there actually, probably lost a bit of time there, but then taking the shortest line to the start-finish line. And he goes up into second, a 128.1. That's a good lap.
That was,
so he's definitely challenging Edge here.
That was wonderful to listen to last night.
Oh, glad to hear that.
And also, I really liked the both of the spoons. I think everything was, both of the spoons.
Yeah, both of the spoons. Do you want to call them Big Spoon and Little Spoon?
No!
With all this talk of hugging the inside of the corner, you'd think there would be some spoons as well.
You don't exist in my mind, and no. And Crystals is crashed. He has crashed. Shockingly, in the pit lane, he has crashed in the pit lane.
Did he drive into the?
No, I think he just tired. He must have been well there this lap or something.
All right.
But
I did see something happening here on track as well. So
yeah, it was Loth was. It was Love. He was also at the hairpins running deep or something. Anyway, we're on board with Edge. Edge is going quite speedily, if I do say so myself. In the AlphaTauri outfit. Get it, cause going through the first spoon and the second spoon, as Snacks would like to say. And he goes on to the run
That was
of the back
beautiful.
straight.
Absolutely, he's taking those corners perfectly. I'm not surprised that he got such a good lap time anymore.
He's down, actually. He's actually down.
He's probably still up on Alexander with the lap, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely destroyed. Okay, the track limit's there, which is non-existent, apparently.
Oh, okay, he was down on his time.
Azukin's having a bit of a fun time, you know, he's got into his Kimi Raikkonen kind of a zone, he's doing some rallying, you know.
Daisy's up.
He is?
Yeah, Daisy's up almost 2/10 actually.
Can he beat Alexander?
It'll be quite close.
Yes, I think he has. That was
Yeah,
a
he
very
cut the corner
well
a lot there.
very well executed there, and he never mind. Forget I said
very close.
anything ever.
Yeah,
I do
super
not
close.
speak.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure I heard you telling me
No.
that he was gonna beat him.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Sir
Yeah,
Yoda
okay.
gets a bit of a slipstream from Sir Jagu, and he crosses the line. He goes P5. Good pace.
Yeah, I think that's Slipstream. Slipstream. I think he probably had a Slipstream down the back straight as well. That would have helped him a bit there.
Yep, and Papa's gonna cross the. No, he's not. He has decided he won't cross the line. Yeah. Tipsy, will he decide that he wants to cross the line? Now, 2/10 up currently won't boost him up any positions, but I really feel if he just gets the. It's not looking.
Yeah, he had a big snap there out of the last corner.
I think
he
that snap
lost a
really
good-
cost him as who just went up into a position there. I do not know who was it. Was it Loft? I think it was Loft.
I think Loft gained a position, but his tires are pretty old, so that might be.
P4 for
that
the
might be an issue for him.
Williams. Not Williams. It's equal cars, but it's still impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive. He's dragged that Williams up to 4th. You wouldn't believe it, and an AlphaTauri on pole as well. Gasly, that's how it's done. Yeah, quite some big gaps here in qualifying. Actually, I'm surprised with especially Edge being that super fast. He's almost 2/10 ahead of everybody else, and then another 4/10 down from a Daisy to Love.
That is like so crazy.
I mean, it is a pretty technical track, so there's a lot of places where you can gain plenty of time here.
Yeah,
if you just get it perfectly.
But yeah, I agree. But look how close that midfield is. And like.
Yeah, all within a few tenths of each other. Could be interesting for the race to see if they can stay close to each other, because those S's they really suck if you get too much dirty air, because you don't want to get understeer there. Will be interesting to watch if they stay close to each other. I think everybody in the top 10 is on the softs. Yeah. I'm interested to see what the guys outside of the top 10 are gonna do. I want to see if somebody goes for the mediums or even the hards.
No one will go for the hards. The hards you'll just slide and die.
I want to see somebody go for the hards. Just just because they can.
Yeah. Crystals is shaming people for using assists, acting like he just wasn't using assists like last week. We won't talk about that. Yeah, to be honest, I'm just really excited for this race. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I'm expecting some good battles out in front, and then
a big
gap, and then a really good midfield.
Yeah,
I mean, we did see plenty of spins in the qualifying.
Like I want crashes.
I think you'll get to see some crashes.
Let's go.
At least some people spinning out by themselves.
Yep.
But yeah, I agree. I'd like to see some spice here.
Like I like to see people collide and then like critique it.
I'm pretty sure we shouldn't be, what's it called? We shouldn't be encouraging this kind of behavior.
Oh no, of course not. It's just entertaining. It's just entertaining. Entertainment purposes only. Do not attempt these stunts at home. And Chief has left the session. I did not actually know he was like in the session. So unfortunately, Chief.
To check up on us. Oh yeah, he almost just took a car there.
Yeah, that's why he left. Anyway, let's get all the fun bits up, like the telemetry and the track map and the timing. Actually, no, we're not going to get the timings up because... Do we want the timing?
Everybody outside of the top 10 on the mediums. Every single one.
Are you really surprised? Like, the softs are bad, the hards are bad, mediums is better.
I like the softs. Plenty of people in tier 4 did the softs outside of the top 10.
Well,
of course, it's tier 4.
That's, yeah.
It worked. It worked. There was an early safety car, and it actually
Yeah,
worked.
but it only worked because of that safety car.
Well, you know, there's a good chance of a safety car here. Don't
Of course,
tell me
of course, there's a good chance of a safety car. But the thing is, you're wrong. Someone has spun on the formation lap.
Of course, it's Japan.
Yanis Correas has spun on the form. So someone put a prediction in the chat that someone would spin the formation lap, but your prediction came true. I mean, yeah. I mean, it was Alexander who put the prediction that someone would spin on the formation lap. I do believe, but someone else has spun, and that is Nico. Nico has spun. So 11th and 12th are a bit out of position right now.
I want to say that, you know, it's Japan. Every time in Japan somebody spins on the formation lap, it's not even this track if nobody spins. And I think these people, they're not used to the mediums right now. They've only used the softs in qualifying. So, you know.
I mean, if they're not used to the mediums, then maybe, just maybe, they should have done a bit more practice.
I'm not going to disagree on that. I'm going to refuse to disagree.
I speak nothing but pure factual content.
Good.
Thank you.
Good. I mean, that's what you should be doing as a commentator. Your only job is to speak the truth. And nothing else.
I mean, I could lie right now. I could do a racing at Sochi.
Try it. Try it. No.
Yeah, I just did.
No.
I just did.
No, nobody heard that.
Did
Everybody
it?
in chat, please confirm. Yeah, nobody heard that. I think McKender even says never heard.
Oh no, if he's talking about the
not
practice.
about
He's
this.
talking about the practice
Yeah.
like never heard of practice. Completely different topic scenario. You're talking about
what
that.
you're talking about.
You know, when I saw I was commentating with you today, I was actually happy, but you know, I've realised that was a huge mistake.
You know, if commentating isn't a bit of torture, is it even commentary?
Sure. It's clear you have not commentated with Tipsy. Anyway,
we're ready.
as the drivers start revving like they should on the start. There we go. It is lights out and away we go. Didn't know we were we're away. Alexander is looking to take the lead coming down to turn 1. He's on the inside. He has to back out of it as Edge slams the door shut. Edge leads the way in the AlphaTauri. No real change on the top 5. The top 6 already. The top 7 side by side. Never mind. Is Samikas and Yoda. They're going side by side through the S's. Seems to be no one out. Never mind. Yellow flag as soon as I opened my mouth. But actually no one out off the circuit. So we actually all remain alive. All drivers going nice and well with 4 wheels. And never mind.
There he goes.
As Keyboard Magnussen is around, but seems to have not got any wing damage. It seems that all is well with the drivers as Edge leads the way from Alexander. Alexander is a bit too close to that AlphaTauri, maybe sniffing around looking for a place to overtake. But this early on, I don't think it makes too much sense. Yagu is looking right at the back of the Alfa Romeo of the name I can't pronounce just yet, but I'm sure I'll get used to it eventually. Has a look now. Let's have a look back on the lead as Alexander is quite close. We're going to see a move for the lead in these early parts of the race. No, Alexander turning off that ERS deployment mode. Speaking of moves, maybe is Azakin on the Mercedes, but no, he backs out with that one. Doesn't really lift up quite a lot and loses a lot of time. As Yagu in the Mercedes has a look on the Alfa Romeo. Azakin having a look on both of them right now. It's all very close in the midfield as expected. As Edge sits the fastest lap of the race, obviously, because he's leading. But are we going to see a move for the lead this early on? Ooh, Alexander has a look up the inside. We'll go back on for the battle for top 6. And no, they're running both a bit of track there. A bit scary. Good camera angles, Codemasters. They made contact again. I don't think it will be. I think it'll be fine. It was mostly wheel contact, so usually you're fine.
Hit the wall with the side of his car, but yeah, it doesn't look like that much actually. So.
But that's visual. I mean,
got a bit lucky there.
No, I don't think he did get lucky considering he's down in 17th for 5th.
Well, it could have gone worse. Anyways, yeah, so what we
As,
saw at the restart was actually Tipsy Bob and Icewind having a bit of a struggle there. I think they
Oh,
both
it's
stopped quite a few positions.
Meepo has just
Ah,
absolutely sent it on Joel in the Red Bull.
oh,
Oh,
I
and
think that as well.
Meepo just leaves no space. He has no recollection of the Red Bull being there in the first place. He was having none of that. He saw the Red
Meanwhile,
Bull there, was just no.
Alexander in P2 is pushing.
I hope so. He's in P2. He needs to be in P1.
Right, so Alexander definitely making use of his battery here right now. He's getting as close as he can into 130R. Oh, and he's right behind him. He's
he's gonna have a look on the outside. Ooh, very close
Oh,
there.
very close.
The contact with, I could smell it. I could smell the collision, but it's just not happened yet. Oh, okay. Well, there's the collision.
Oh,
There is.
there you go.
Edges
Yeah, he's out.
around, and Alexander, did he get contact? I think he made contact with the car, but does he have damage because of that? I guess we'll see. But Edge is around, and he's not going again. Like nothing has ever happened in PA. So I guess it works out for him. His tires may just be a little bit overheated, but we'll see if Alexander has any damage because of that, because there might have been a bit of contact between the two.
It does look like Samuchos at least had damage because he's down into P19.
He is in the
after
pit lane.
pitting.
He is in the pit lane.
But
So,
yeah,
oh,
somebody's
crystals!
off
That's crystals!
again.
Oh, and he's hit the. Oh, he has done a very crystals move and has spun.
Yeah, these S's definitely catching
And
people out right now.
that. The. Oh my.
He's got hot tires. He'll get it. He'll get it eventually.
He's good. He's good. He's vibing. Currently.
We've got Ezekin in P5 trying to move.
Oh,
make
as
a move on Yoda.
Meepo is fallen no, it's Joel and Papa that are battling side by side. As Icewind and Tipsy switch positions as well. Papa's really having a look at Joel here. I think we saw Papa yesterday go for an absolute dive on the final chicane. I mean, I love seeing dive bombs. There's just moves going up further up in the grid. 5th and 6th, Yoda and Azakin. Azakin have a look on the outside, but nothing really coming of it. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle from Azakin.
Oh, and Jagu's got the chance now.
Yeah. Jagu is going to absolutely... No, but because Azakin has the slipstream. Yoda is about to be caught napping. We're about to go 3 wide, aren't we? No, we're not. Azakin slips it up the inside, as does Jagu as well. Sir, they're both on the same esports team or something like that. So they'll be wanting to work together rather than fight each other, it seems. But Icewind is currently having a go at Papa as well. No, he's not. Oh, he is now. He's having a look on the outside. That's a bit ambitious from the Ferrari. Runs up the grass a bit. That may have put him under pressure from Tipsy and the McLaren, but nothing really happening there. You know, I think it's just spiraling up into a good battle. Edge at the forefront of it currently in the leading of this train, because the softs will not be feeling too great.
Yeah, so one guy who seems to be struggling a bit here is Joel, who's already lost several positions. Well, not quite, because there's also been people who have spun and pitted, but yeah, Joel definitely losing some positions here. Curious and Meepo just breathing past him, and also Papa. Well, of course, Icewind here on the attack, trying to get Papa right as I talk about it.
In Spoon, a bit of an interesting corner. Yeah,
contact.
that's a bit of a Verstappen Vettel moment, if I do say so myself. Oh, Icewind loses the rear, so these are going to go side by side through 130R, hopefully. Because that would be really cool. We'll go on board with Icewind, who is currently on the inside. Both depleting their battery contact there. Icewind's character throwing his hand in with frustration. No, but as they go side by side, Papa, oh, contact there. Icewind still on the inside. No, and that's it.
Tipsy's behind them now.
Papa gets the exit, and that is it. Meepo and Joel are going to battle side by side as well, so we're going to try and focus on the higher position. No, Joel just absolutely brazes past the Alpine, no resistance whatsoever, but Papa also had DRS, and the guys ahead going side by side. Meepo loses the rear there, might have been a bit of contact with Joel, but Joel shut the door, but at the same time kind of justified for what Meepo did on Joel a couple laps earlier. So, yeah.
We also have Azakin. After getting past Yoda here, Azakin has already gone after Loft now, and he's gaining quite a bit. But yeah, we knew he has race pace. He's shown that in this tier for pretty much all of this season. So it wasn't too much of a surprise to see him gaining here. But yeah, he's going after that podium position here, and potentially even helping his teammate out a bit with the pit strategy. If he can make a Daisy a bit scared with an undercut, then that's a chance for Alexander to extend his lead down in front.
Yep. Alexander with that 1.6 second lead, it's seeming like it's working in his favor so far. Asukin.
Oh, Maple spinning, Maple spinning.
Oh,
nice, it
it's
goes
con.
right into him.
There's damage.
It's carnage.
A fin taking out another fin.
And Papa's also gone off track now as well. He's hit a wall as well.
And Wham's gonna. There's Nico and Tipsy battling side by side. The two 2S boys in their tags at least. Nico breaks late, maybe a bit too late. Bit of contact anyway. As Azukin gets past Loft there, but we're gonna keep on board with this battle. I feel. Oh, on the grass goes Wham and Tipsy and Nico now. Nico going defensive. Tipsy on the outside. Is Wham gonna maybe have a look? And there's a yellow flag. Nico falling behind the McLaren, and Tipsy getting himself into the points paying positions.
Yeah, so Jagu in P6 now. He's lost it somewhere into the first two corners.
Does he
Didn't
not
lose that much it seems, but also as Aiken is already past Loft now and already 6/10 away from him as well and chasing after Daisy.
Yeah, I was gonna go past Loth on the main straight while we're watching the Tipsy battle. Meepo on the back of 4 right now, if I can maybe look at this. Coming to the first, Degna. That is the biggest corner cut I have ever seen.
I think he might have gotten a warning for that.
You don't say it. If he hasn't got a warning for that, Codemasters need sued.
Right. Well, so include that in the reports channel if you feel like reporting that.
Report Meepo cutting a corner.
But yeah, he's chasing after Thor. He's gaining here, and he's gonna have a good chance on the main straight because he has been quicker than Thor for this race so far. We know that he's quick in qualifying, but can he also overtake Thor here? He's gonna try to stay behind at first, of course, but maybe after 130R he gets a chance.
As Crystals is retired. Crystals is out of the race in the first corner. Like I said, I mean, he is one of my personal favorites to hang around with in the SLR Discord, but unfortunately he's out of the race. We probably won't talk to him after the race either. It's really sad as Meepo flies past Thor.
He's got a fight here for the last podium for the last points position as well. So Tipsy Bob just keeping it for now, but Nico behind him was definitely looking to make a move on the main straight, and they've also got Wamsky behind them as well because they're losing a lot of time fighting here, and Wamsky managed to catch up to that. But yeah, Nico definitely looking a bit faster than Tipsy Bob at this stage.
Yeah.
And we've got Papa in the pits.
If you think back to a couple laps ago when Tipsy Bob overtook Nico, maybe he just doesn't have that pace advantage anymore. Not different tire compounds. Maybe Nico just found some pace, or the DRS is making him stick with him. We just really don't know in this scenario. Can Nico overtake him? Maybe. We just don't know. F1's about unknown things. Any inputs?
Yeah, and of course, yeah. I mean, we don't know exactly how consistent these drivers are in their lap times, so it might just be variation. Not everybody can keep the same. Huh?
What did you say?
I'm not sure what you got. Anyway,
I did not know what you said there.
All right. Anyway, Nico is going.
Nico going for the dive.
Yeah, he's bit of a touch there. And Tipsy Bob now behind, but he might get the DRS now.
No, Nico got the DRS because Nico was behind on the detection
point. Is very. Yeah,
but that is gonna leave Wamsky open to an overtake on Tipsy now, and he's got that move done.
Why is it yellow?
Edge spun again.
Oh no, Edge. He had such an amazing qualifying. It's a shame that he's dropping down with those spins.
Yeah, he just needs to get back into it. Work himself.
His tires are gonna be streaming at this point. I think he's got to go on the mediums, and then he can get back into his a bit of a rhythm there and drive his laps casually.
Well, I remember doing a league race on this game, and I pitted lap 5 for mediums and ran all the way to the end, and I was fighting for the lead. I didn't win.
The mediums, yeah,
but
that's a shame. But
the undercut here is huge. And
the mediums, they go for a very long time.
Yep, as we have a spinner,
I think
Papa.
I said it earlier. Oh, he just pitted. Those are fresh softs. Maybe he pushed it a bit too hard. As I was about to say, those mediums on this track, I feel like they can just like you might have a bit of a phase where you struggle a bit with the mediums, but then they just come back to you, and you can just go forever. They don't wear that much. and they feel really great.
It's a
until the end of the race.
Desi pit.
So he does pull the trigger first before Zaken can force him into a pit stop. That's probably a smart move.
On the mediums, yep. As you'd expect. Nico
Yeah, you don't
might be
want
under
it
pressure from Wamski again. Both not much. No, I think Nico will be fine here. Not much ERS for the both of them, if I'm honest.
Oh, it's getting close still.
Well, you know.
Yeah, this first corner here in Japan, that one's a really tricky one because everybody can take a bit of a different line there. And also, it's really hard to really overtake there because you can't just dive down the inside because there's a second corner coming up after it. And if you go down the outside, then you're going to be pushed super wide. So really hard to overtake there if you don't make the move stick before the corner starts.
I mean, you can dive up the inside of every corner.
Sure, you can, but is it a good idea?
Probably not, but you only live once, so I said go for it. From an entertainment standpoint, I feel like I have to clarify this because it makes me seem like we're a really bad driver, but I'm not, I promise. From an entertainment
Something's happening to Epo?
no, he just got overtaken by a Desi because a Desi's on fresh mediums, as Meepo's on.
Oh yeah, that was through the hairpin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just from an entertainment standpoint, you know? If you want to go for a dive, just make sure I'm watching and I'll cheer you on in that dive. Purely from an entertainment standpoint, of course.
And there's the first time penalty. It's keyboard.
And to be honest, that took a while. That took a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, I'm also surprised because those guys have been cutting corners left and right.
Yeah.
It seems like it's not that strict on Suzuka. You can cut a bit.
I swear,
So-
how did...
The
Yeah.
Zaken is in the pits right now, and the Daisy is going down the main straight, and he's going past as well. So
Yeah,
he's-
the undercut is
he's right now.
huge. Like, it's so big.
Meepo is passed as well, so Zaken's gonna have to make an overtake here before he can go back after.
As
Daisy.
I can, like,
Alexander's still out.
Azakin lost about a second. How much do you
Yeah, so
think
Alexander's gonna lose
Alexander's
more.
lead might be under threat? And Alexander's gonna come out behind Nico, Wamski, and Tipsy.
Yeah, that's
so
gonna
this
be-
is about to be spicy, is what I'm saying. We're gonna get some action. I feel.
Well, maybe we already have some action because.
But we're
Tipsy
gonna
Ball
get
is
even
doing
we're
very
gonna get
good
even
stuff.
more action, and that was I just clicked on Meepo went defensive there. He's gonna no Azakin
Oh.
just went round the out. He did not care.
Yeah, I think that might be the same thing that happened to him with the Daisy actually, because the Daisy also went past him very easily through the hairpin.
Right, a Desi. We've announced words very differently.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm also not gonna change. We have Wamski going after Nico right now, and he's getting very close before. 130
Alexander
hours,
is
so that
in.
might be-
Alexander is in the pit lane.
And we also have the overtake here.
Yeah, it's
So
great.
Wamski passed. Oh
Ooh,
no, they're
side
still
by
side.
side. Who's got the DRS? None of them
think it's
do.
gonna be
None of them
Ramsey.
reach the detection point in time. So they must have been
No,
side
it's
by
Nico.
side.
He's passed the DRS on.
No, he doesn't. What are you saying?
Yes, he does.
Oh my!
Ah.
Alexander's about to come out in this.
Oh, Alexander's right next to them. Yeah.
Oh, that.
He's so close.
And the Desi's
So many
right
cars.
there. The Desi's right there. They're still going side by side. This is my pit. Oh, that was always gonna happen.
Oh.
Wamski had no regard. He just slammed that door. He was having none of it. Wamski probably will get a penalty. Probably should get a penalty for that. That was... He murdered a man in front of our eyes.
And the Daisy right behind Alexander now. It's only 4/10 between them. It's gonna be even less because Alexander is of course slower behind Tipsy Bob than he could usually drive on those fast tires.
Yep. Alexander looked like he was about to send one on Tipsy there. Not gonna lie, I thought he was. Oh, he's got the exit though. He got that traction. We have a yellow flag in the middle sector. Nothing apparently.
Yeah,
The
that's
game
gone.
just likes to troll us, make us switch to different camera angles because why not? So yeah, I think Alexander will get Tipsy here, and I think it's going to be difficult for a Desi to really capitalize on this, as Alexander doesn't go for the move in a 130R like I thought he would, as Love gets past Nico.
He
Alexander
went
goes for the dive through the... Okay,
Oh.
I mean, I don't see what the difference. You know, you just fine, just play it
Oh,
right.
Daisy taking the long way around here.
Well, he has
But he
to.
also wants to make the move around Tipsy Bob.
Tipsy's not deploying, but neither. This is Tipsy gonna stick with that? No, he's not. Right, okay.
Alright, he's just giving up. Yeah, he knows.
Oh,
he
and
just was
Alexander got
losing time.
past Wamsky as well.
Yeah, he's using that DRS and just got past quite easily there.
As Meeple got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh, and okay, Desi just sweeps around the outside of the Red Bull through the S's. That was a very nice move.
Yeah, those fresh mediums are some really good tires, but he's already 1.5 seconds behind Alexander now.
The
so
gap
he's lost
is
a lot of
smaller
time.
than the start of the stand, to be fair.
Absolutely. And Azaken is now stuck behind the other guys as well, so he's going to be the next one to make some moves.
Hopefully. Loft's closing in as well. Oh, as Tipsy gets all out of shape. Is Azakin gonna go for something? No, he's not. Jaggy's gonna go for it on Nico. Easy done.
Yeah, that was a wonderful line he took around that hairpin.
You said wonderful a lot. I like it. You know.
Yeah,
The-
it's just wonderful.
You're like a teacher.
I love watching racing.
It's wonderful. You're like a teacher.
Yeah, they're all doing wonderful. I'm so proud of them.
No,
Look at them doing so good. Look at Azaken. He's going so fast.
Nothing's so
And he's
great.
going right after Tipsy Bob. He's got a really good exit out of there. Wonderful exit. And he's already on the ERS and he's on the DRS as well.
Wonderful.
And he's going past Tipsy Bob.
Wonderful deployment. Wonderful deployment.
Well done pressing that button. Yeah. Azaken, if you're watching that, I love how you pressed that button. That was great. that is how racing should be. Yeah, but anyway, Alexander now 2 seconds ahead of Daisy, so he's already extending his lead again. Quite impressive how fast he's driving here.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't really looked at the chat, to be fair. Maybe I should. A lot of Meeple supporters, Makenda and Janu, so saying Meeple. I think it must have been when he spun.
Yeah, I think that was where the contact happened. And what was there even contact there, or did he just?
No, I think he just
Iceman
spun.
drove into him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
So,
when life
but
gives
he's
you
doing
lemons,
okay now.
you know, when life gives you lemons.
When life gives you lemons.
No, not really what I was going for.
Right, you mentioned earlier how Luff was catching up to this pack as well, and
Yep.
he's right on the back of Tipsy Bob now. So is Jagu actually.
I am in fact watching this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
actually,
also
if
looking
you're-
at the little battle between Cuba Madison, Icewind, and Samukos, which I probably will flick to at some point if it gets a bit spicy. And it's like, this is getting a bit spicy side by side now. Oh, more contact.
Oh, Jagu!
Yeah, he was having a look. Love got the DRS. Tipsy did not. Tipsy's having none of that. Back straight out of it. He's no. But these all remain single file. So let's go to the back between Keyboard Man. Icewind's got no front wing or something. Or has he got damage? That's why he's painting again. Or he's just on softs.
I think he just wants some fresh tires. Yeah, he started on the mediums. He's gone onto the softs, and he's probably going back to the mediums now. Yeah, he is. Okay.
Okay,
so
that
he's
makes
just
sense.
Finishing his tire strategy now.
You know what's really surprising?
What is?
That we haven't had a safety car.
That's true. I'm sorry. I probably cursed it earlier because I said there was gonna be a safety car. So, you know, maybe there won't be one.
You know who that safety car would be really good for? Correas. You know, I think if a safety car came out right now for Yanos Correas, it'd be great.
Yeah, I was thinking that he was doing very well earlier. At the start of the race, he was just gaining positions. He was actually overtaking people who were on the softs, and he stuck to his position. He doesn't make any major mistakes so far.
It's
But
just,
yeah, Alexander, of course, chasing after him for now.
It's just real Chad behaviour from the Ferrari driver. And I think a safety car right now will put him in the prime spot to really challenge for a victory. But, of course, it's Co-Masters, and Co-Masters never gives us what we want.
Talking about things that we want, I want to see this wonderful battle. Wonderful. Between Tipsy Bob, Nico, and Yoda. Yoda's getting very close to the back of Nico now.
So Nico's caught back up to Tipsy. This is going to be interesting because they're both deploying. Is Yoda going to get... No, he's not going to get to him. Well, let's go side by side with Nico. Nico,
Oh, he's gone for the move.
Yeah, Nico doesn't fight too hard. Of course, you can't really fight that hard when you're on the outside of turn 1. There's not really much you can do in terms of defense.
I think that a lot of these guys on the older mediums are just... They're very aware that their tires are dropping off and they're just willing to give out the positions if it gives them a better chance in the race. Because they know they're just going to lose time from defending too hard. Especially Tipsy Bob. Tipsy Bob is driving this very smart. He knows that he's going to have to pit again and he's going to be on better tires at the end of the race. So he's... I think I've actually driven against Tipsy Bob before on Japan, and he's a smart driver. He knows how to do the strategy.
You could just say he's wonderful.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
One might say that. One might say that. As Yoda is closing in on Tipsy once again in front as well. Jackie's trying to have a look on Wamsky, which, yeah, he's probably gonna get.
He's pushing. Yeah, he's pushing hard.
Yeah, he's probably got that move done.
Yeah, Wamsky's just not using any battery. He doesn't want to fight that for too long, and he knows that Jaguar's just gonna go past at some point.
Yoda not having a look on Tipsy through turn, well, the 130 yard, and now through the final chicane. Ooh, Tipsy, did he run in a bit deep there? Just a tiny bit deep. I wouldn't have recommended breaking that late. But yeah, DRS enabled for Yoda and for Nico, not for Tipsy, of course, since he is the leader of the train. Yoda gets that move done up into PA.
Yeah, Tipsy doesn't have too much battery left, but he has to use it right now to stay in front of Nico. Nico's actually the guy who he's fighting for position in the race, not just for track position, because Nico's also on those old mediums. Tipsy Bob has been he's been pretty far up the field for a good bit of the race, but now he's just dropping back because everybody behind him just had fresher tires. But now he's back into fighting for the positions that he's actually fighting for.
Yeah.
Namely, yeah, Nico behind him.
I'm interested to see when Cruz pits, because I think this pit window probably opens this lap. 10 laps on the softs, pretty easy. I would think.
I think it kind of depends on how good he's feeling on those mediums. They can feel really good for a long time.
So yellow flag sector 1. That is Keyboard Magnussen.
So you got a penalty for spinning out, apparently.
Yeah, that is peak Codemasters.
Wonderful.
Gets going again, but he does have wind damage, which is a shame,
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of people hoping for a safety car at this point. Janice Carreras would be so happy about a safety car.
Yep, as Nico sends... Oh, he doesn't send it. I think he got past Tipsy before the braking zone.
Oh, yeah, he got very deep there, and Tipsy Bob's got the DRS now, so he might just take that position back right away.
Strategic plays by the McLaren driver.
Yeah, very easy overtake there, and Nico's not even fighting it.
He can't.
He knows that it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keyboard doesn't have much of a wing left there, so Mapo goes past him as well.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to hope for a safety car at the back there. But yeah, as I said, Janice Correa is still doing very well. He's got Alexander now 3.5 seconds behind him. Alexander has been very steadily gaining on him. I think about a second a lap would be accurate. And also a Daisy behind him now 3 seconds off Alexander, so he's losing a bit of time, and Azaken behind him is actually gaining. So he might be heading for a fight there pretty soon.
Yeah, it seems that way.
By the way, did you call Ocean Chief? Because apparently he feels like he's being called on.
I think it's because McKenna said called the GOAT. Yellow flag, that is for
That's an Alfa Romeo.
Samukas. You know what you said.
I don't speak Greek.
But neither do I. Korea splits.
Okay, so yeah, I think he might be the first one of the... No, Keyboard Magnussen, he pitted for the damage, of course. But yeah, Janice Correa is probably the first one doing a regular pit stop for the softs now.
Yep, we'll see.
It'll be very interesting to see his pace after his pit stop.
See Yoda overtaking Wamsky. Korea's... He's gonna come out in the Joel Edge battle around there.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna be too happy about that one.
I mean...
he's gonna be pretty easily past them with those first
as Tipsy also pitted as well.
Right, so Tipsy down to 14th for now. It's gonna be interesting to see how Nico ends up after his pit stop. He's gonna have to pit the next lap in order to minimize the undercut potential.
Yeah. I think Nico has to respond. Tipsy not in traffic, so yeah, he does have to respond.
Dago's actually getting pretty close to Loft now. He's been catching up a bit for the last few laps. Oh, and Azaken is almost on the back of a Daisy now. He might have DRS on the straight for next lap.
Maybe.
And the Daisy actually doesn't have much battery left. I don't know where he used that much, but he's probably just trying to get away from Azaken. But yeah, Azaken now in the DRS, using his DRS to catch up very quickly. He's gaining. Oh, he's gaining so much. And he's almost making the move as well. Yeah, he had a look down the outside there.
Oh, Jagu and Loft went side by side. Jagu took it out way too wide, and yeah, Loft's back through. Wamski pitted. Joel got back past Edge. Nico pitted as well, as did Thor, and Koreas was right on the back of the Edge Joel battle.
Yeah, so Korea is definitely losing a lot of time there. I just saw Edge struggling very hard in that first corner, but Koreas just had to stay behind because there was no way he was getting past an almost spinning Edge on the mediums.
We got a yellow sector 2, and that I have no idea. I think that's okay, but Magnus, I'm moving out the way. Koreas absolutely sends it on Edge.
Jesus Christ!
Good move. Moment in the position, no contact made.
That was a very heavy dive from him. He was miles back.
Good move.
I mean, he is on fresher tires, so he can absolutely afford doing that. But that was looking very scary for a bit.
Nah, you're just scared in general.
Well, we've got Tipsy Bob and Nico fighting again. Those two guys, they just can't stay away from each other. Oh, and also Zaken very, very close to Daisy now. And with the DRS, using his battery as well. He's getting very close, and the Daisy's not even defending. He's not defending it. He's just let him get past. Well, maybe he's just accepting.
Oh, it does he get the 3-second time penalty and loses the rear completely? As I think I skip on minus my rear tire in the pit lane. As Koreas gets past Joel as well, so he's got 6 seconds to catch Yoda as well.
Yeah, so now it's gonna be on Loft to go for the podium here. He can catch up to Daisy now. And see if he can get that podium position. He just has to stay within 3 seconds, actually. So as long as he can stay far enough away from Jagu so they don't lose time fighting each other, he's got a good chance for a podium here.
Yep, possibly. What is the yellow for? I'm trying to look and I just cannot find it.
I think Cody's are just trolling you at this point.
I
think they think it's funny.
Do you think it's funny?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't even see you flipping cams left and right, but I can imagine it. It's very funny.
I miss Hammer. Hammer, if you're listening, come back to commentary. Please.
Yeah, you know, I think I should commentate more. Maybe they should just give me that. Maybe they should just give me that Friday slot. I think it's very fun to commentate again. We've got Wamski now going for a move on the Mooch. So they're going through the spoons. It's gonna be about who gets the better launch out of here.
I'm sorry.
What are you even laughing about? I don't.
Through the spoons, plural. It's just great.
Calm down, my guy.
What?
So, oh, a Daisy. Oh, Daisy's back on the back of his egg as well.
Azeka must have made a mistake or something.
It seems like it, yeah, but maybe a Daisy just managed to get into the DRS window.
You made me say the funny word, Daisy. I can't believe you've done that to me.
I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
Because you said Daisy and you made me say Daisy. I normally say Daisy, so you're scheming stuff.
Wait, what do you? Oh, hey, I'm teaching you the correct name.
No,
okay?
that's incorrect. Sector 1, yellow
that.
flag. Where?
Yeah, I think that's just every lap now. Every lap that who is it? Probably Tipsy or Nico. One of them. Oh no, it's Keyboard Magnussen. Yeah, Keyboard Magnussen for some reason is bringing out the... I was very confused about his steering input for a second before I remembered. Yeah, Keyboard Magnussen. Yeah, he's just bringing out the yellow flags every time he goes through there for some reason.
Vibe.
Oh, Wamsky really wants to make that move. He's using his battery into the...
Oh, that's an actual yellow flag because that's Papa's spun. That is a reset to track. That was 100% a reset to track. It might not have been actually, you know, but it definitely looks suspicious. He got reset right to the middle of the track. But no.
Anyone on the Discord, I request you to go into the general chat right now and read the description at the top of the channel.
Oh, what was that?
What's Papa doing back there?
I don't know, but that was an interesting piece of
Bailey, would you say he's having a laugh?
Shut up.
I've done it.
No.
Right. Daisy still on the back of... Oh, I'm seeing a move.
Yeah, I've been looking at it for the past like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was trying to see if a Daisy manages to get a Zaken again, but no, they're just too far away for now. So Wamsky trying to make moves here on Simichus, but just can't make it stick.
Yellow flag, and that is for Papa again, because I don't actually know why. He's got no front wing. And that's an actual another yellow flag, and that is K-Pop Magnussen in Sector 1.
I mean, he's been doing that every lap, apparently, at least according to Codemasters, he's been doing that every lap, but this time he's done it for real. So maybe it was just predicting the yellow flags.
Prediction flag.
I think they should give that a different color, like orange flags.
Orange.
Purple? I like purple.
Why purple? Oh, what?
Oh,
what just happened?
Okay, something is not right here. Did he hit the wall there, or? Okay, anyway, Jago is taking that chance. Jago is making everything he can out of Loft losing concentration there, and he's passed and up into.
Oh, not quite yet. Well, Loft just steams back through. Everyone's just sort of...
You got a really good exit there.
I click on to Papa and he's just teleported and dead. So I don't really know what happened. I think he must have hit the pit wall and then teleported out.
Oh, you know what I think happened? It's a right-hander and he didn't have a front wing, so maybe he hit the...
Oh, Swam somehow kept that on the track.
But Nico's on the back of him now, and he's also on the first soft.
Nico's probably getting some hints of some flashbacks, I reckon, to when these two were battling previously.
It's actually like apart from the back, where for some reason there's yellow flags all the time, and why is everybody pitting now? Did they
damage or something?
Seems like it. Thor must have hit a wall by himself. I don't think he was close to anyone. Anyway, I was about to say that out in front there's really not much happening, despite gaps being pretty close actually. So Zaken is just keeping a Daisy at a distance. A Daisy just making use of that DRS that he gets every lap. And then you've got Lof and Jagu just fighting it out here, and they're switching positions again. Is he gonna do the switchback again though?
He
no,
can't.
Bluff is right behind. Yeah, he has to slot him behind for now. But he's gonna try on the next lap. I can't imagine him just dropping off now. Then we got quite the big gap down to Yoda in 6th place, who's then got... Actually, Janice Correas might still be making something happen, but he's not gaining on
he's
Yoda
got
quite
5
quickly
seconds and like 3 laps. The best of those softs would have been taken out. So.
Yeah, the softs aren't even that pressing anymore. You're right, yeah, but he could have gained a bit more time there. Could have made Yoda a bit scared. Getting into that 3-second window is actually pretty nice on tracks like this. Like, it's not too hard to get a corner cut in Japan. Maybe this year a bit harder because you want to stay away from a lot of these curbs. You don't want to cut them because if you cut them, you're just spinning.
Yellow flag. That's Lof. That's Lof from P5. Has spun.
Yeah, just taking out the advertisement boards.
Oh,
and Janice Correa is actually about to gain positions now. So you know,
yeah.
that was. I'm predicting it.
You predicted nothing.
I knew that was gonna happen, and that's why I talked about him. Anyway, we've got the Daisy on the back of his Aiken, and this time he's using his battery, and he's getting closer as well.
He's actually gonna go for this move here, and he gets back
And
to the position.
oh, he gets it done before the turn in as well. That's very important. So Daisy back up into second, but he still got that penalty, and he really wants to get away from his Aiken now, because with that penalty, he's finishing behind Jagu for now. Jagu needs to stay within that 3-second window. He wants the podium position here.
Yellow flag
Yellow
sector
flag?
1. Shock, it's literally nothing.
Interesting.
Nico
Anyway.
on the back of Ram. He's gonna go to the outside now. And Nico leaves the space, and he gets the position. So he's up in a P11, and right now, as things stand, he would go back up into P10 to score the last point position. Alexander been very quiet all races.
Iceland.
Yeah, Ice sets the fastest lap on fresh solves.
And he's also fighting Mepo here for position, and he just breezes past.
Wham gets a penalty as well, actually.
Yeah, okay, that's probably his chance of points gone then, because he really needs to stay within at least that 3-second window of Samuchos, and, well, potentially overtake Nico as well, but I don't think he's going to give up the fight just because he got a penalty now.
Yep.
Oh, and Mepo actually getting past Icewind again. Through the S's as well, I'm not even sure how that
Yeah,
happened there.
I think Ice might have made a mistake, possibly. As Correas is now in the DRS of Loft, so we can maybe try and go for a move on the next lap. This or the next lap. Oh!
It kind of depends on how well those softs are doing as well, because... Oh, yellow flag, but
Yep.
nothing's happening. What a surprise. But yeah, Curious is still on the softs. If they're still pretty okay, wear-wise, he might have a slight advantage on Loft at the end of the race here still. But he needs to make that move done quickly, because those tires, they really tend to overheat if you fight for too long.
Yeah, you don't want to be hung out to dry. As Ice gets back past Meeple. Meeple's really fighting this hard.
I think they both know that they don't have much to gain here, so they're just fighting it out, having some fun with it.
Yep. He's still being his conservative self though, not really going for the gut there.
Somebody who might have something to gain here is a Daisy, who's still fighting against the Zaken behind him, and the Zaken now in the DRS, and he's got plenty of battery to push here. So he's gonna go for the move for sure. Daisy doesn't have much battery left, and it should be pretty easy pass for Alexander. If he takes the inside here, yeah, he takes the racing line through the first corner, and he's back past into second place. And now a Daisy's stuck again and has to manage to somehow keep Jagu 3 seconds behind.
Well, he won't when he does that. That was quite a mistake. Jagu will be pushing hard, you presume. Yellow flag sector 3. Literally nothing happening. As well, I'm not having a go. Skipper Magnussen's on the wet compound tire, which I don't think is the correct compound.
Well, we'll see after this lap. He might be gaining time on the compound, so...
As Wham did get past ahead of Nico, and Nico spun again after another collision with Wham.
Oh, they just keep colliding.
So I wonder if it happened again where Wham just turned in.
We're seeing Jagu use every single bit of battery he
Oh.
has right now to go after Daisy for that third place.
Yep.
So both Mercedes drivers, of course, but Jagu's definitely not giving up the fight for that podium right now.
And
but
speaking,
both of them
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have any battery left.
And
They're both out of battery.
Alexander's about to cross the line to win the Japanese Grand Prix. And Azukin, he's just the fastest lap as well. And Azukin makes it an Aston Martin 1-2.
And Daisy messed up the last corner.
Jagu gets the final podium position by half a 10. Yoda crosses the line in P5 and Loft in P6. Correas misses out on P7. Is Joel gonna get P7? He does. As oh my god, it's a crash behind. And that's for that's Thor, I think, as Edge crosses in line in
Yeah, he's
P10.
just sitting on the start finish straight there.
Samukos is gonna come home with the last points, maybe.
Yeah, well,
Nico
he's gonna kick himself for those for that penalty at the end.
Nico's gonna be fuming at Wamsky for whatever collision they had. As Tipsy slows down right at the end there. He's obviously he's gone quite slow. As
Oh, he's out of fuel. Is he out of
no,
fuel?
he's not out of fuel. You can't run out of fuel in this game.
It's blinking red. I'm seeing it blink red.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe he just wanted to... Oh, Icewind's going slow as well, though. Maple and Icewind just doing
Like-
the photo finish very slowly here. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do that, but like at higher speed. That is the most boring photo finish.
That
I've
was
ever seen.
honestly the worst photo finish I've ever seen.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that so much.
And it wasn't even at speed.
And they didn't even match up. Like
They weren't
literally
even side
didn't
by
cross the line
side.
at the- yeah, not even that. Not even that. What kind of photo finish is that?
That was very bad photo finish.
Yeah, we'll tell them to do it better next time. I want to see that every race now. Please just keep practicing, and you'll get it eventually. I'm sure.
Keep practicing, and I'm sure you'll achieve it.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful in no time.
So yeah, that is the results. Aston Martin 1-2. That's Alexander being the lead. One with Azakin in second place. Jagu in P3 with a Desi behind. So Aston Martin, Mercedes, and then we got Yoda, Loth, Joel, Korea's Edge, and Samukas rounds out the top 10. Then it's Nico, Wham, Tipsy, Ice, Meepo, and Thor, and Keyboard. And then our non-finishers are Papa and Crystals.
Yeah, so we've got those Aston Martins. Just they just keep extending their championship lead. Both of them very fast drivers. Alexander taking the fastest lap as well for that extra point. So Alexander now chasing after his teammate in the championship standings. But yeah, Ezek still leading by quite a bit. I'm pretty sure after this race.
Mm.
Any drivers who want to talk to us, feel free to hop into the interviews channel and
Driver of the day.
talk
That's
about
what
the
we
race.
didn't do. Driver of the day.
Absolutely, that would be a good idea.
Probably Jagu. I mean,
Yeah, we saw some really nice fights from him. He managed to keep fighting. I think it was Loth he fought for quite a bit in that
Yeah.
race. He managed to keep it on track for the whole race. Very good drive from him, I'd say. I'll agree on that one.
right. I guess we'll drag Alexander in since he won the race sometime. No, it's not that important, but I mean, Alexander.
Anyway, still congratulations, our race winner Alexander. Well done,
Thank you.
wonderful race from you. Quite dominant actually. I think you were almost the full race. You were 3 seconds ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It wasn't. I think it would be a lot of different paths to this race if Edge didn't spin and if I didn't time the overtaking on the medium runners in the middle of the track. It was a hard and sweaty race.
I mean, it didn't look sweaty. I mean, he was just out in front. He just overtook 2 cars, and then he just sort of drove.
Yeah, but the only point I felt like this can go badly wrong is when we met up with the medium front runners, Tipsy and 2 other. I think there was a Red Bull and I don't remember the last. Yeah, Nico and his spun, I think, in the middle part. So when I came out of the pits, before the pits, I had a pretty big advantage, 3 seconds. So I knew I could stay out for a little bit longer to get those new mediums. And we came out really close to Tipsy Bob, and they of course on old mediums weren't that fast, so yeah, anything could have happened there. I was really close to hitting Tipsy one time, so I'm just happy I didn't.
Yeah. Seemed like a good race. I don't think there was any bad moments from you. I think it was just, like I said, to overtook. Well, I say overtook Edge. I mean,
He just won by himself. We can call it an overtake, but the only overtake. Yeah, sure. But he was he had amazing pace in qualifying. I was really surprised, and scared as well, but yeah, unfortunately he spun.
Yeah, all right.
Well,
Good.
I'm
Very good performance from you. Very consistent. We saw a lot of people spin out, like you said, Edge in front of you at the start of the race, but also a lot of other guys who were competing for a high position. So yeah, you kept it on track. Wonderful drive. And well, next race we're in the US of A. How are you feeling about America?
No, I don't like that track. I think
Ah,
I think
good
I say
opinion.
I don't like the tracks by. I said that I don't like Japan, but like USA is a track I really dislike. it's
Ah.
it's shit.
I see
So
you're
you're getting
a
out the
man
heavy
of
stand
culture.
tracks then.
Huh?
I mean,
No, it's just a bad track. I don't know. It doesn't suit the F1 car if we say like that.
yeah, I agree with you. Caught bad
Yeah,
track.
thank you. Yeah.
I don't have any more questions. I don't have any more questions. So I mean,
Yeah, I think we've told you how amazing you are. We've talked about how bad Kota is. I think we've got all the points checked off the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Congrats,
thank you for your
Alexander.
interview.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thank you.
you won.
All right, let's pull in somebody who didn't win. Let's talk to Fede for a second. I'd say.
Man's
to
lasted.
Crystal.
He lasted a whole 8 laps. I don't really think there's much to talk about here.
Oh, hello. Wait, I won. Hello.
Hello, Fede. How was it driving without a line?
I didn't expect.
I mean,
well,
you
it
drove
was-
you drove 9
It
laps.
was great race. I mean, no, it was just frustrating to be honest. It was very bad race, but I can't expect it. I mean, when I passed turn 1, I said, okay, nice, that's my race. So, I mean, I knew it before driving that I was gonna retire since the qualifying, you can say. I mean, the qualifying wasn't even that bad. I mean, I think I got like P8, no P9, but I expect like to finish last in the qualifying at least. I mean, the race I knew, but yeah, it wasn't too bad in my opinion. I mean, it's just frustrating, but yeah, next week is gonna be even worse. So nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, the pace wasn't actually looking too bad. It was looking pretty promising in qualifying, and then for the first few laps, you actually kept some pretty good pace, as well. So maybe you might take that into next week and think, okay, the pace is there, so just practice just practice staying on track without the line, and you might be doing okay in the USA.
Yeah, maybe I finish in P18 instead of P19, probably. I would be very happy. I would be very good, like gaining 1 place every race.
Yeah, you'll be winning in no time. I think next week next season you'll just clean sweep the whole league.
Yeah, or next year. But I mean, after I watched the race, and yeah, I mean, congrats, Alexander. You did a very good job. But also, yeah, for us, I can end at Daisy, which they are still fighting for the championship. I hope it's gonna be close championship for them. So yeah, let's see how it's gonna finish.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you for your opinions.
Yep. I'll see
Yeah,
you.
no worries.
We'll see you next week in Kota.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll hope the best for you. We'll be praying to the racing gods that you can manage the whole race that time.
I don't think so, but maybe instead of 4 laps, 5. That would be great.
Good speaking to you, my favorite Italian. I'll drag you back into the interviews.
Okay.
I'll get Joel in next.
Fede first. Oh,
Sound like you're a bit in a conversation there, Joel.
well, I was talking about you actually. I was saying I like how you dragged Fede in first when he DNF'd and came
Well, I
last.
knew the interview was going to be quick.
Whoa. Okay.
I mean, there's not much to talk about when you crash on that line.
Exactly.
But
That's my
you
point.
finished. I think, yeah.
That's supposed to be a surprise.
I mean, do you want it to be a surprise?
No, you were like, but you finished.
Well, I mean, opposed to Crystals, you did in fact finish.
Oh right.
Well
yeah,
done,
okay.
Joel. Well done.
Thank you.
Round of applause for Joel. He crossed the line 27 times. But
Yes.
yeah, you were in the war today. We saw you in a few battles. With Meepo at the start. That's the only one I can
Yes,
remember
I
off the top
remember
of my
that one.
head.
I dragged myself into that battle by going wide and into the gravel. So
Ah.
yeah. I mean, I had a pretty bad start, like I always do. I've not nailed down starts in this game at all. I get an awful launch, and then somehow I make up the time in like 4th and 5th gear.
Yeah.
So it sort of balances itself out when you get to turn 1. But with a short run to the line like this one, I lost out to Janice because of lag. I had like a lag spike going into turn 1 of lap 1 because I left the stream on in the background, and that's what causes it. But yeah, it was a pretty entertaining race. I was alone for most of it, but just seeing people spin ahead and going past them is quite fun.
Mm. Well. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say.
Yeah.
I think.
I got P7 by 0.096, by the way.
Yeah, that was very close there at
Yeah.
the end. I was actually not expecting that to still happen at the end of the race. So yeah.
No,
well
because
done on
it
that
was
one.
like 1.1 seconds was what I needed to close in going on to the final lap, and then he made a mistake and lost like 7/10 or something. So
Okay,
terrible
really
lead.
good one there. Well, I guess we'll see you. Well, I probably won't, but Bailey will see you again next week.
I might.
know.
Depends how I
It
feel.
seems he only plays the F1 game to spectate tier 2 races, and that's it.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. I
And then
bet
the
you
rest
game
of
for
the
that.
time, he's playing My Summer Car or something.
I don't even own that game. I'm playing
Yeah,
I'm
you
playing
do.
I'm playing an actual simulator.
Are you
What, like
winning though?
iRacing?
And ACC.
Nah, ACC cringe. Play the real game.
Thank you for joining us in the interview, booth, Joel. We'll see you
You're
next
welcome.
week when you come up with better opinions.
Alright, thank you for enduring your interview with Bailey. And, we'll see you
No,
again soon.
that's
Have
not the
a
right.
nice,
Okay.
have a nice race
Have
next
a
week.
nice
talking to
have
you.
a nice week. That's it. I'm done with interviews.
Are you then?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I am.
Anyway, it was a very entertaining race. We had a lot of. You were hoping for that to happen. You were hoping for those spins.
Oh,
You
yeah.
you've got to admit that.
Well,
There was
yeah.
a lot of contact there. Bit of carnage for a few. There were a few times where it was a bit of carnage. Were some cars off track, some ice winds driving into Maples. You know, it wasn't very active race. Lots of action. It was fun to watch for sure. But I'm sure the FIA will have something to do for the next week. Hope all of you enjoyed the race as well. Some really close fights there as well. Interesting for the championship standings with Alexander winning. I guess we'll see you again next week in the USA.
Yay. The USA. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye.